Aha! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now I am online too. And now we are going to make noises with the Bengineering theme song again. Although, in this case, I'm not going to actually produce the noises. We're going to do the mixing, which means that Ricky's going to complain about her hair in the background. But, yeah, what I'm going to do is get straight into Reaper. So that we can get going. Now let's have a look. Let's make sure you can see. Yes, desktop region. Good. So this is the Bengineering theme song so far. Right, so it's got kind of a 90s Saturday morning cartoon kind of feel to it, that kind of power rock, kind of power metal thing. But the drums are a bit flabby, the vocals sound a bit stuffy, the guitars don't sit right. So this calls for a mix. That's what I'm here for, it's what I do. Let's just, there we go, yeah. Make sure all is well down there. And we'll start at the start, and the start for me is usually the drums. I think first thing I wanted to do was maybe, I used the drum loop through most of the song, so let's just have a look, see if there's anything that I wanted to change. Yeah, so that needs to be different. Ba da ba da ba. That would be. Come on in. I'm pretty sure. Hold on tight and come on in. Okay, so this is where looping the drums earlier was a nice shortcut, but is not as useful now. Come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. There we go. Make sure there's a proper crash at the start here, because that sounds a bit weak sauce. Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy. Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's been.
Yay! It's the return of Betty, guys.
He's been he's he's Bengineering. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering.
That needs to be a big crash.
It's Bengineering. Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Oh, I got it wrong.
That should be. Let's take snap off. That's it. Yeah.
Hold on tight, and hold on tight and come on in. Hold on tight and come on in. Hold on tight and come on in.
So it should be a big crash. So it should be ba da ba da ba.
We're just gonna have to fight them again. Even if we get it right.
Ba da ba no.
Hold on tight, tight and come.
Good, good. Da ba ba.
Who's gonna fight me now?
Ba ba da ba ba. Da.
That's me in the Poke. Oh, Magmar. Alright.
Da.
On tight and come on in. On tight and on tight and on tight and on tight.
That's part of the dance, apparently.
On tight and come on.
Yeah, he's like, come, my hiker.
Double time. Da.
What level did I go? Like 30?
And come on in. And come on in.
Oh, wow, everybody level.
Da. Da.
My hiker was so pleased by his
And come on in. Tight and come on in. Tight and come on in. Tight and come on.
Alright.
Tight and come on in. Tight and come.
That needs some timekeeping there.
On tight and come on in.
Pokemon.
On tight and come on in. On tight and come on in. On tight and come on in.
Alright, bring it on.
Da da ba ba. Da da ba ba da bum.
Oh, yeah.
On tight and come on in. On tight and come on in.
Okay, so the arrangement seems better. Now, the arrangement's there, but the mixing begins. So, if I build multi-channel routing for this, that will make me a squillion new channels. And I want all the kicks to go out of 1, the snares to go out of 2. Hats to go out of 3, toms to go out of 4. Overheads to go out of 5.
Yeah, I'm just going to bring that in front of the desk actually.
Not entirely sure what the effect channel's for. That can come out of the room channel because it needs to go somewhere. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ah, right, okay, yeah. So that's kick, snare, hats, toms, overheads, and room. So that should be 6. Ah, right, so room 6. So this is where let's make a drum group and let's start our classic top-down mix.
Oh, I can hear my tiny dwarf hamster having a drink.
Yes, indeed.
Can you see him on your camera? You can't see him on Hot Pulse Studio's camera. He's kind of choosing the water bottles that's
What do you mean bullying?
place as well.
Let's just see if I can.
Hand cam. So if you
It's
check out Hot Pulse
improv.
Studio's stream right now.
Nope, that is a nope.
That's a nope.
That is a nope.
Is it just too far away?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can see him in the background.
Come closer, little hamster.
Nope, I'm kind of busy here, so that's a
no
nope.
worries. Sorry, I'll let you get back to
Thank you.
it.
Alright. Back to
We weren't
Just
both
up.
using the cameras. We'd have one trained up on as a hamster cam.
yes, we would. Anyway, let's turn off FG grey for this mix. I want to use the FG red as my main bus compressor. I want to get all the drums in the drum folder and get that turned down. I'll I'm gonna quit Slack so that you guys are not in the middle of my conversations. Chris is asking me questions about Bitcoin. So there we go. That works. Then let's get a tape machine in there. And that's fine, exactly at stock settings. Now I can definitely hear too much low end in that kick, but I can always play with that. And let's get, just before the tape machine, my usual trick of Hollywood, London and New York all in a row, all about 30-35%, all with a bit of saturation on console mode. Now all these tracks 13 to 24 can just go. We're not going to need them. But our drums are now in their own bus. So let's look at that kick first, because that's just too much low end. There we go. So we've turned our kick from a good but far too subby thing into something usable. Let's just use 401 to get a bit more punch out of it. Okay, so that takes up less space in the mix and hits harder. Let's just solo the overheads. The overheads probably need some filtering applied. In fact, they definitely need filtering applied because I'd really like to use them quite heavily in the mix. And then I want to use the monster, because the monster is my jam. Okay, so the hat's mic's there, but it's not doing a lot. Now let's have a look at the room. Yeah, so I almost always send the snare to new channels on the room to give it more of a pow. And then use a gate, but with the aux input. There we go, that works nicely. Blend that in with the dry signal. And then just get a light EQ on that, as if it was an SSL board, I guess. There we go. So I don't have to do much to that snare now, to the actual snare microphone, because that just wants to be sweetened a bit, just to give it a bit more punch. So what am I going to do to give it more punch? Let's use... What do I want to use? More punch, more punch. Don't even need more punch, I just need more EQ. Okay, so I have my drums pretty much there. Right, so let's get my bass mixed in with the drums. Now I'm gonna put the guitars are already in their own group. Let's get the rhythm guitars in their own group as well, because that will make it easier to look at. There we are. So we've got bass, we've got rhythm guitars. Bass sounds kind of fine, it just needs a bit of refining. So the bass, if I take retune away, which is just being used as a tuner, it's just TSE Audio's BOD, because I was trying to run really lightweight last week when I was doing the tracking, and that just did what I needed at the time. It also, for this kind of mix, works quite well. So this is where I start adding in my usual suspects of the short room and non-linear reverbs, which are both from Verb Suite Classics. So the short room, I tend to go for Studio B Close from the Brickasty BM7. Sorry if I'm moving a bit fast. And then I'll copy that over to another track with a drag and drop and change that to be the FGX 16X non-linear short. I'll put in one of Reaper's stock EQs. You can use any EQ you like for this, but I just scoop out everything below about 200-ish hertz on each of my reverbs just to make that room in the mix. Let's have a look at the bass now, because it sounds weird, but one of my favourite things to do with bass is add a bit of room reverb. Not a lot, just a bit. It's something that a real bass amp actually has on the microphones in the mix. It has a small percentage of the room in there, and it transforms it from a very dry sound, not to a reverby sound, but to a more organic sound. I mean, I've not even mixed that yet, but if I turn that room reverb on and off, you'll hear that sounds like a cabinet in a room. Turn it off and it sounds like this. Which sounds well recorded, it doesn't tend to sit in a mix as well. So let's put this bass, this sounds like this would work well on a tape machine. Let's do it. So I've put this on the 456 tape on the slower speed setting because that's kind of how I envision 90s cartoon, theme music to be, kind of lower budget, so lower speed tape, older formula, all that kind of thing. Now let's go with mix rack. And all I want to do is hold it in place with compression. I don't want to kill it. So I'm going to use the 401 on circuit 2, which is kind of an optical LA2A type thing. That sounds like it's sufficiently held in place. Let's thicken this up a bit with the Hollywood after it, just push. Ooh, that really rounded the lower end out. Let's turn that on and off. Well, that's surprising. That made quite a difference. I also forgot to social media.
Oh, so did Adam.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a little bit of beer to make up for it.
So you guys can just watch me drink.
Difference is, I'm only doing this live on stream because it kind of makes me push myself to do it, I'll be uploading this to YouTube, not live afterwards. So, hey. If anyone does pop into my chat for any tech questions, though, I am available.
Seriously, Fanta's amazing.
Apparently, someone's discussing the merits of Fanta over there.
So good.
It's acceptable. Right, I'm going to put virtual mix bus on every bus today, and I'm going to use the Neve setting, the Brit N, because I feel like this should be a Neve style mix. So that's going on the rhythm guitars, it's going on the lead guitars, it's going on the vocal group, and yeah, that's it, I guess. I don't need it to go on everything else. It's interesting running that through a tube kind of preamp with quite a bit of saturation. Makes it sound to me relatively similar to the kind of Black Album bass, which was just a jazz bass like I use, driven through relatively clean, slightly gritty tube gear. Just does that thing. Now, let's bring in the rhythm guitars. Let's have a listen. So they've got no reaching, which we don't need anymore. So they are JCM 800s through Wall of Sound with my Big Beast cab on them with a ribbon mic. So let's put all that on a tape machine.
Oh, hello, new person in chat. Is that Naharawa? Nice to meet you.
Answer the question.
Yes, sorry, I'm streaming or watching a stream, and I'm being really bad because I'm actually just updating my Twitter. Social media thing today.
Whose stream? Tell them.
This, I'm Mickey Alice.
There we go, 15 inch per second, Ampex 456. Let's listen to these rhythm guitars on their own for a second. This sounds like an SSL would work. There we go, I've just brought out a little high mid at the stock kind of 3K and a little bit of a high shelf and got rid of the low end. Okay, from here, I think it's time to work in the vocal group because they're the next most important things as far as I'm concerned. Whoa, so...
I'm just being a bad person and using my phone quickly.
You're not being a bad person, just...
No, I'm doing the thing.
Let's take recomp and tune and everything off all of these vocals. And let's add in... Let's mute them all apart from vocal number 1.
Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
Right, so I'm going to get a killer vocal sound, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to get a little bit of non-linear reverb on the group.
Bengineering.
Bit of room.
Bengineering. His name.
And then I'm going to work on the channel as if it was a real channel. So I'm going to run that bit. It was run into an Audient ID4 originally. So I'm going to run it into the London tube preamp to give it a bit more saturation. Take the low end out under 120-ish hertz because we don't need any super low end.
Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Ben.
And then I'm going to protect the tape with a distressor. So what I'm going to do, 6 to 1, press in most of these buttons. That's to make the compressor react properly to a vocal, and if it's got a harsh bit in it, will compress more. I'm going to go for a really fast release and a fast attack.
Bengineering!
If I hold down shift, that changes the input and the output together as I drag them.
Bengineering! His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering! Hold on tight and come on in!
There we go. That's working nicely, because what I want is for the big notes and the light notes to sound very similar. So I'm going to slap a virtual tape machine on there, the 16 ideas.
Bengineering! His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend.
That's a point. The tuning is all over the show. That's something I was going to do. I'm going to stick auto-tune on here for now. Might go Melodyne it later, because this was recorded literally in my front room. I didn't even go to the studio to do it, to my great shame. But this is a side project. This is something I'm doing on Sunday evenings. So.
His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
So it's D sharp, E flat, major.
His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. His name is Ben.
Or is it B major?
His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. He's Bengineering. His name Sunday Sagas and Magical Love Comedy.
You can actually hear Ben talking in the background, so I'll just clean these edits up, or these lack of edits.
Comedy Sagas and Magical Love Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more.
Okay, so that's what's going on to the tape. So now we can put another... Oh, I keep moving the mic stand. Sorry about that. Another virtual mix rack after the tape. So we're running now into an SSL desk in my mind.
And Magical Love.
Let's find that much.
Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering.
There we go.
And magic. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
There we go. So we've got a nice compressed in-your-face rock vocal.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
Let's bring in vocal 2 and 3 with the same chain. See how that works.
Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
Right, no, this ain't gonna work. Tone-wise, it sounds nice.
Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
So, what's on vocal 4 and 5? Oh, right, yeah, that's hold on tight. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna call in Melodyne. Again, for anyone who says things like, oh, just record it again, that's kind of not the point of these kind of videos. What if you get a vocalist who can't sing in tune or only had time for one take or whatever.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay, so I can actually see how far out of tune some of this stuff is. It does make me want to go back and re-record it, but it's done now. I'm just going to commit. So, let's macro tune these with pitch drift and then go line by line.
He's Bengineering.
Ooh. Drift less.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants his name is Ben and he wants to be your his name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
Okay, they should be two.
His name is Ben and it's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay. That's that line pitch corrected. Lovely. Only a million other ones to go. I'm just going to transfer the rest of the song.
Sunday sagas and magic love.
Ooh, that's going to need some real correction right
Comedy,
there.
camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas and magic.
Ooh, that little flick in my vocal there.
Sunday sagas and magic.
During a fluffy, although
And
you might have noticed we're doing a human version.
Sunday sagas and magic.
This will make sense. From Benjamin, this might be very confusing, in which case I do apologize.
And magic love. And magic love.
I suppose one of the best things about
But yeah, we've got Benjamin stream playing in.
the audio stuff, it is kind of magic. This
And magic love.
it's a kind of magic.
Comedy, camaraderie,
Make more sense.
Pokemon, and so much more.
Ooh,
Pokemon, and so much more. He's been and so much more. And so much more. And so he's Bengineering.
bow, 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 bow.
It's Bengineering.
That's how we're drawing her.
Bengi-
Oh, thank you, Suffix. So, Suffix has popped in a link if you guys are interested. Feel free to click it. Make more sense. Also, doing a stream along today is my other half from Hot Hole Studios, and he's created like a little theme song for Bengineering stream as well. So he's currently mixing that at the moment. So there's a lot of things going on today. It's quite exciting.
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Ooh,
Come on in. Come on in.
bit less wobble.
Come on in.
There we go. That's just been magicked straight.
Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight.
Right, I'm gonna get another copy of Melodyne on each one of these, 2 backing vocals, then I'm gonna commit them to an insane asylum.
And he wants to be your friend, it's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. And he wants to be your friend,
Yeah, I mean, also if you love Pokemon, then yeah, definitely.
There we go.
Multi-switch with Bengineering as well. He does such fun Pokemon playthroughs, and I love it.
When you're killing things.
And I had so much fun. We've been on like a Nuzlocke adventure the last couple of months, and it became a regular thing for me to.
and he wants to be your friend, it's Ben.
We
Wants to be your friend, it's
Whoa, oh dear, that was...
job roles and stuff.
I need to zoom in on that and fix that.
wants to be.
I tend to draw them as like kind of manga anime style.
Need to transfer a little more in there.
And then
Wants to be your friend, it's Bengineering.
so fun.
Oh, that was one of the least good takes I've done.
Watch Ben playing Pokemon, and I get to draw, relax, and
Wants to be your friend.
I would say my favourite Pokemon's probably. I mean, I've got to say Prinplup because I just love penguins. And so yeah, Pokemon Black version is really cool. And yeah, I have a Prinplup too. So I feel really bad if I didn't say Prinplup. But I love so many.
Wants to be your friend, it's Ben.
I want to do a playthrough of.
Wants to be your friend, it's Bengineering.
And I really want Rowlet.
Wants to be your friend, it's Bengineering. Hold on tight. Hold
Oh,
Such a good summary suffix. Thank you so much for saying we create amazing content. I'm very
hold on tight.
being weird and drawing stuff I enjoy.
there we go. Let's just
But I've been
play
doing
that
it
back with the main one.
for a while, so
And then he wants to be your friend, it's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on.
I don't know.
Right, I need to carry the transfer over here.
And magical love,
Leave along, really.
comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come.
Okay, let's get these in some semblance of tune. And then repeat on the other side. It's not the most fun part this, I have to admit.
And magical love. And magical love. Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. And comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. It's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight.
I'm routinely unhappy with the way I draw stuff, so it's definitely one of my favourite functions.
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Thank you, suffix. Yeah, it's kind of isn't it, like behind the scenes. What we get up to in our flat on a Sunday while we're watching Ben on the TV. This is pretty much it.
Well, I'm liking the idea of becoming kind of more of a creative. Because yeah, most of what I do in terms of being a mixing engineer in a recording industry. It's a service industry. People never see the work that goes into it. The only people who do watch it are other engineer nerds who complain about how you didn't do this and how you didn't do that. So it's nice for people to just listen to stuff and know that you had a hand in it and like it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you're watching Adam say that as well. I'm just listening to him while he says that, but that's pretty much spot on. And it's really cool. I should call myself an artist. For ages I was like,
Name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's
but yeah, for me it's really cool because you always just show people the finished products and stuff.
Name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on.
Tablet. So my chosen tablet is a Wacom Intuos Pro, and it's the small version. So I don't know if I
And magical love,
can ruin my setup.
comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more.
But I've got
He's Bengineering.
and in
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on.
I only bought it last year. So it's been quite a good adventure to kind of.
Yeah, too much zooming
Really,
in and out. There we go.
it was very, very new for me last year.
All
I'd still say I've
tune
learned
the
some
things.
as well, especially in Photoshop, because yeah, we're drawing straight into Photoshop here.
And magical love. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend.
Really good thing about art, anyway. There's always some new techniques. Like refining your style and just figuring out what works for you as well. And it's been so
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on.
it's okay.
He's Bengineering.
Yeah, we had to share companies.
Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so more. Sunday sagas, comedy, engineering, so much Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering.
Like,
It's Bengineering. It's Bengineering.
which I always do on separate layers, because
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
There we go. So that's all my backing vocals tuned.
Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Oh, it's Bengineering. Engineering. Engineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see what these two sound like.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight.
Those two can probably just be auto-tuned, which is the faster way, let's be honest.
Hold on tight.
That'll do absolutely fine. Cheating, I know. And then throw mix rack on them.
Hold on tight and come on in.
And then let's make a group out of the backing vocals, because that's an easy way to sort them out and make them actually not be in the main vocal group, which means I need a copy of that and quite a lot of non-linear reverb.
Bengineering. 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 Bengineering.
So that's the one that's sharp. So that needs to go down by half a semitone.
Bengineering. Bengineering.
Wow, whole semitone.
Blue eyes. Okay.
Bengineering, 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 Engineering.
There we go. So
Bengineering.
both of those are an entire semitone sharp at least.
Bengineering,
There we go.
Bengineering, Bengineering, Bengineering.
Right, so it's the same thing copy pasted. So now I can get that. There.
Oh, how cool you had a whack on tablet.
It's Bengineering,
Boom.
Brown.
it's Bengineering.
A whole host of driver issues with it.
Hold on tight. His name.
Right, so we're going to mix this as a group just to save on processing and time.
About a month or two ago, and so far I've not had that driver issue. So I don't know why. I'm not going to question that.
Virtual tape machine, yes please. As we can hear, it sounds quite kind of
I'm so pleased. I thought
boxy, stuffy, not cutting through.
I have used it a ton.
So let's make another virtual mix rack to go underneath the one that's the bus compression.
Bengineering.
Years.
What have I done? What have I done?
I didn't really pick up like a pencil or
Ah, they're selected together.
years ago.
Bengineering.
I've accidentally put pan. There we go.
Bengineering.
Yeah, it sounds nice and all, but it doesn't fit the mix. So we need, firstly, to slam this with a compressor.
Bengineering.
Faster release.
Bengineering.
There we go. Slam the life out of it.
Bengineering. Bengineering.
Keep the output relatively sane.
Bengineering.
Use an SSL. Take the bottom.
Bengineering.
Oh no, we need something like air rather than the SSL because the SSLs are
Bengineering.
adding nastiness and we just want top.
Bengineering. Bengineering.
There we go.
Quite often it's nice to
Let's see how that works.
He's Bengineering. His name is. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben, and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Oh, he's Bengineering.
Let's make sure these are all little.
Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Hold on tight and come on in. Hold on tight and come on in.
Let's get these copied to the later.
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
I know what you mean. I think starting digital drawing it's just such, it feels like such an immense task to take on. You really have no idea where to start. Before I actually decided it was time to buy a drawing tablet, I had done a couple of images a really painful way where I'd scanned in a couple of my sketches that I'd done. I was using the free software GIMP at that point, and the mouse. I was using the mouse then, and I decided to try and like practice some line art and like colour in from my sketches.
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay, it's time to start getting some lead guitars in here, I think. There are more lead guitars than anything.
His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend.
Okay, let's see what we can do with this bad boy.
That's great. I absolutely love
Sunday. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
I like what that monster compressor's doing there, but it's just not affecting it as a group like I'll
So the next once I
Hold on tight and come on in. He's Bengineering. Come on in. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Hold on tight and come on in. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay.
yeah, I think that kind of stuff.
He's Ben.
Okay, so that would be no, not a marker. I need to automate the volume of these to make that a real stab.
He's Bengineering.
Okay, it's time to add an 8th delay on that main guitar, I think, which would be my usual go-to, Echo Boy. Always ping pong. I like the ping pong. Bit of feedback, all wet, low cut, high cut. Memory Man usually works for me with a bit of saturation. Let's send some of that over that way. See how that sounds. Ooh.
Sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. And magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering.
Let's back that high end off a little and add some air instead.
It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
You wouldn't believe the microphone was this mic, this £80 microphone.
Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay, I'm just going to cut the delay out of the end. Yeah, because otherwise that gets messy.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Just going to add a little bit of low end sweetness to those toms.
He's Bengineering. Wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
No. Yes, no, that is the right line.
Just having a bit of a moment there. Right, I want the snare to poke out a little more. So I'm just going to make it a little harder hit. And I'm going to humanize that a tiny bit.
I don't know if I could do HM.
Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
What was that supposed to be? Let's get a bit of air on that. There it is.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be a friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Just gonna listen through now with my headphone volume greatly reduced.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be a friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Cool. Sounded like something I can work with. So let's just slap FGX on there. I think I'm going to use FGX. Where's FGX? Did I never install FGX? That's weird. Okay, let's go with Ozone. Ozone 7's maximizer. Don't want to smash the life out of it.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be a friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas.
Okay, so I'm now going to export this which means that my stream audio is probably going to go quiet for a minute. So I'm going to go on a quick break. Do what I gotta do. And I will see you in a couple of minutes.
Basically, unless Lair needs me. Yeah, man, that's essentially it. Oh, look at him get all fleshy. Alright, are there any other trainers on this route?
Looking
This is
good,
a completely
girl.
different route.
Yeah.
So, I think that means I've beaten all the trainers,
We
right?
will come back to the face in a bit once
Is there one
we've
more?
done more of her clothing. Or any of her clothing. Ah, damn it. There's another line I forgot.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm a part of the main crew now.
Oh dear. I've got to think this through.
Roto bargain. Gotta start using that.
It's fine, it's fine.
I actually didn't read, but does Roto bargain make buying clothes cheaper, or is it just at lows?
It's fine. Maybe it should be like a dark pink suit.
Oh shit. We actually have to fight her now too. Oh god, and she knows a Z move.
Why not?
Okay.
She'll show where that is go first.
Lane.
Can you hear me?
Toot 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 toot.
And then we'll do those.
1 2 1 2. Yes. Right. So I am back temporarily, at least. Let's see. I'm going to now drop this link what I has made into Ben's stream. Hopefully you'll be able to hear his reaction and
Potpol's dropping a link in Ben's stream. So
To buy them all the old-fashioned way. Sending out a Firo, eh? We haven't used Rarity in forever.
Okay. Here we go. So if you guys can hear me and hear him, here we go.
Alright. Get thunder shocked. Oh fuck. Oh no.
Here we are.
Rarity, no, you
Here
just
we
got
go.
back. Oh no. Watch out, Rarity, run. Oh man, Rarity too tough.
I am back.
Uh-oh.
Now let's see.
No, we didn't get halfway.
Let's see the reaction if there is
You know
one.
what? She can do this. Oh no, she can't do this. Hey, but we got that static off. Hopple
Yeah,
Studios
he's
with
a
a
little
theme song
preoccupied right
update.
this
Oh
minute.
shit! All right, what time is it? It's just about 1 o'clock, so we're pretty much at the halfway point. Why don't we listen to it and then we'll take a break after this before we do the next trial.
Seems like an excellent place for
Alright. Use the Spock. From Hell's Heart we static thee.
Hello, my good man.
Alright, there we go. Wasn't that Firo, like, the one that, like, hecked us up last time? During the Nuzlocke run? Alright, let's go heal, and then we'll take a break.
Not anymore.
Yay, we got Skydrop. We'll teach that to
I
Zuko.
had to just give the microphone a
Someone
quick
has something better than
smush
tech.
there, because why not?
Hey, Wild Tiger, how you doing?
Ah,
You're actually just coming in as I'm about to take a
running.
break.
many fast.
But don't worry, we still got like 2
Theme song
hours of
break.
stream left. Alright. Heal up.
I think if well, I'm sure Ben will like this, and I think this may be the end of my stream for the day,
Stretch.
because
Ugh.
I'm getting
All right.
very tired. I did
Don't worry.
a kind of
We're still
pre-record
going on for
earlier
quite a while,
and
Wild Tiger.
some work before that, so
No
I'm
muss, no
shattered.
fuss. Alright. So before we take a break, Hotbull Studios did a theme song drop. We gots to listen to it because it's always so amazing. Let's check it out.
Let's see how it sounds on a TV.
It might have been Matilda's girlfriend. Who I always forget the name of, and Jack gets really upset when I do. All right, let's check it out. Here we go.
Hello? Noises?
He's Bengineering.
Gonna say.
His name is Ben and he wants to be a man. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Oh man, this actually, the mastering on this is so well done.
Sunday sagas and magical love.
This is my favorite part.
Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering.
On site and come on down. I love
catchy.
this so much.
He knows it.
Hopple, you always do such an amazing job. I really like. I'm looking at like because I am picturing the Saturday morning cartoon feel for this, and I like absolutely want to like. I need to find an animator who would be willing to do something like this and give it like the full Saturday morning treatment, and so I can have it as like the new intro and stuff like that because it's so good. They do such an amazing job. So if you guys want to be watching Hotpole while he's working on this kind of stuff, he's actually Hotpole and Miki, both the loveliest creativist couple. They both do stream alongs whenever I'm streaming Pokemon right now. So you can check them out at there's a multi-Twitch link that somebody can probably dump in there. Yeah, no, Lily, I know you've got like a million things on your plate, dude. No sweat. But yeah, they do a stream along, and you can check out all the fun things they do about the Pokemon stream. All right, I'm going to take a 5-10 minute break, and when we come back, we're going to continue on. We still got like 2 hours, maybe even longer. We'll see how long. Maybe today's one of those days where I order food on stream, and we just keep going, because I got no plans tonight.
Well, that
Ben
seems
doesn't
to have
do
been
things.
a generally positive reaction. I'm gonna pull up the Twitch window on my iPad.
I'm not going to break just yet because I kind of want to get this first image.
Slash pull. Let's
Then we can
do
post Ben when he comes back.
Dios.
I think we can finish that.
Maybe if anyone pops into my Twitch, then I can see it on here. That would be a nice.
Take a break, like, in a bit, but we'll wait and see.
Right. Anywho, we're back, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make different versions of this, so that we've got kind of an arsenal of things that work. Oh, Bengineering zone, was that? Stream links? Oh, aha, yes. Adele put in my yeah, right, so I'm gonna
Adele's put the link in the Discord as well. Oh, thank you, Adele. That's amazing.
yes,
I
I am going to save this project as Bengineering theme song short version. Just because the short version, I am going to remove the guitar solo. Not because I don't like it, but because if it's for theme song purposes, then we need a version that is shorter, because that was like a minute 30. And now, including the symbols at the end, it's under a minute without the
Sunday sagas.
Sunday sagas.
Sunday sagas.
What? Sunday sagas. Yeah. That's probably going to negatively impact melody.
Sunday sagas and magic love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. Sunday sagas and magic love.
That was really weird, but not what we want. It's quite right, so I need to zoom out and I need to move all of the vocal on the main channel in so that it comes in. I'll have to do this with all the Melodyne vocal.
Sunday sagas and magic love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do the same thing with vocal 2. Yeah. This is going to be a trick called reusing your assets as well. So I'm going to be making a short version doing this. Then I'm going to make like a little a sonic, if you will, like a little sting. I'm going to use just the end as a little bits that can be used wherever Ben deems necessary or just generally enjoyable.
Sunday sagas.
That's definitely in the wrong place. Hilarious though.
Sunday sagas. Sunday sagas and magic love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. Sunday sagas and magic. Sunday sagas and magic love.
Right, now that was in the right place, and I also need to do that on vocal 3. It's Phantom of the Opera. Maybe. I don't want to change the pitch. I want to move them.
Sunday sagas.
And again.
Sunday sagas. And magical love. Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay.
Pink and black. I think we'll.
I'm going to show the master track if I can. Hello? Maybe I have to do that down here. Yeah, show master track. So it shall appear at the top. Can fade out the symbols so I can make this a little shorter. And also make that whole thing just a little longer. There we go. It's exactly a minute. Oh, come on, we can get this down to a minute. We can do it.
Oh, you're going now. Oh, no worries, Kate. It was really nice to meet a new person in chat.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in. Sunday sagas and magical love. Comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
I don't want to spend too long on it, so
Let's do this. Let's start doing these as WAV files. Note to self: go back and render the other one as a WAV file. Personal preference, whatever you want to call it. Right, so what I want to do is make a version of this that's just no. Let's just split. No. Let's just get rid of these here so that. I want that to be my time selection. Is it locked? No, it's not locked. So let's just export this. Okay, so let's just Bengineering theme Stinger 1. Let's just have the guitars. Make this Stinger 2. There was another one somewhere.
More and so much more. He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants
That was another one that I wanted to use as a Sonic. So
Bengineering. Bengineering.
this one particular one needs to end quicker. Let's just see if that still works in a mix.
Bengineering.
Let's try that without the room and delay.
Bengineering.
Non-linear, but with room.
Bengineering.
So let's try. Let's go with these and the vocals and the guitars.
I'm going to switch to my other screen.
He's Bengineering. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on tight and come on
No, it doesn't work as a stinger.
Sunday sagas and magical love, comedy, camaraderie, Pokemon, and so much more. He's Bengineering. It's Bengineering. Hold on tight and come on in.
Okay, so I'm going to turn them back on. Save. Open the long version and make that a WAV file. I'm going to get. And that's going to be the end of our stream. Sorry, I know I cut out there for a second. Let's just make sure that's WAV file 24-bit, 48K, because I'm working for film and video. And that's it. There's a big load of silence at the start there. Whoops. Time selection was supposed to be that. Here we go. Okay, right, now let's I think I'm just gonna turn a lot of this off so that the processing can just have a little break and not panic too much. Including all that lot. There we go. And let's take these to SoundCloud. So I'm going to move this to the main camera for a second while I do this, because I don't really want to be giving too much of my stuff away.
Oh my god, Miki, this is so good.
Oh, thank you, Ben. Oh.
Look at it.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. I love the. It's so far.
Right, so I'm uploading all the
Also,
stingers.
more from DeviantArt is like Harry Potter and picture of your.
And where's my WAV file for the short version? There it is.
Very much, Miki. So good.
Oh, he is too kind. It's just so fun. I just love doing it for the Pokemon streams.
Ah, no, do not like, do not want.
So we should probably do another one. Try and do another one quickly. Oh, and Adele's mentioned it in Discord. Thank you, Adele. Awesome. It's really, like, Ben's got the best mods. Like, they're so good at keeping everyone updated with stuff. It's amazing.
Barbara is one of the newsletters.
So I do need to visit.
Okay, come on, you can do this.
A quick break before we do another drawing.
I just want to see Ben's reaction before that's the end, going to be the end of my stream.
So I'm going to put my stream on a quick break. So I will come back and try and fit in one more drawing now before the end of Ben's stream. So I'll see you guys shortly. Enjoy watching Pokemon.
Let's go to this track. I want to just check on my playback device that this works right. Yeah, okay. And just gonna make a sticky note because I've got 4 things to drop in here. I'm gonna show this in just a second. Come on. Hoping that Stinger 3 works.
Okay, let's swap over to Nigel.
Yep.
Yeah, we could also use the Lucha. It's true. Of course, it used wood hammer.
Okay, so if I set that to default, you should see that now. So.
He's Bengineering. His name is Ben and he wants to be your friend. It's Bengineering.
Let's switch this over to desktop plus camera. There we go.
Thundershock, so. Yeah, flying resists it. Yeah, I know. I just figured it would deal a little bit more. I guess it's just normal across damage, but like, wood hammer is a pretty like strong move. So, those Sudowoodo, they like to put big roots around their feet to look more like real trees. I guess this one wanted its big root back. Then we destroyed it. Right. Yes, but then we burned it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I have no idea why I'm yawning so hardcore. Alright, okay, so they've changed the Ultra Pokemon every single time so far. The Totem Pokemon, what is it going to be this time? Oh, no, still a Lurantis. Okay. Jesus Christ, that thing's big. awesome. Thank you very, very much, Hot Pole. What's the theme? I'm kind of interested to hear what the theme song stinger is. Oh no, it says we can't find the page. Uh-oh. It doesn't look like the link worked, Hot Pole. Alright, well, alright. Time to use Flame Charge. Oof. Yeah, I guess. We heard so many Fomantis that Lurantis had to come out. Whoa, a Kecleon. Alright. Alright, what does the stinger sound like? Ah, there we go. Yes! Like, hold on. I just want to be like, I want to use the first one to be like, we'll be right back after these messages. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lurantis healed itself, which is not a good sign. I think... Let's switch to Nigel, and Nigel can use Air Cutter. And then this way, too, Solar Blade's not going to kick our ass.
I've just flooded the chat with 4 different links.
Yeah,
Beach records some
we're
Williamsburg
back.
messages.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You have to prioritize the ally Pokemon? Alright. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can... Oh, Air Cutter hits both, so there we go.
Right, well, Ben's very happy, so that's the end of my stream
Alright,
because
just getting
I'm
ready to
very
use
tired
Solar Blade.
and my voice is
Oh,
starting to
right,
go
and it had a
I don't
Power
wanna get
Herb.
cold.
I forgot about
Before
that.
next week when I begin the Christmas run where I'll be playing a show pretty much every night for the next 3 weeks, so it's going to kill me. Thanks everybody for
Oh, man,
watching,
that did do a lot.
and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Good night.